Hello everybody, I'm CA Manas Chugh and I'm back with another gripping content, RBI Trump Card, to print money. A dominant view has been emerging that RBI has to resort to printing and act as a lender of the last resort. So, here I am to provide you insights on should RBI print money at this time of ongoing crisis and how the printing of money actually works. It was throughout the news that the government has increased its borrowing by 50% from the estimated amount. In Budget 2020, the government estimated its market borrowing at 7.8 lakh crores, which it increased to 12 lakh crores. First, let me enlighten you with the current financial position of a government. Central government's total debt is whopping 100 lakh crores as on 31st March 2020. Because of which, interest outgo as estimated in the budget was Rs 7 lakh crores out of the total 30 lakh crore annual expenditure. This 7 lakh crores shaped as interest payment is a fixed expense of the government. The chart depicts the debt to GDP ratio of some countries, with Singapore topping this list at 126%. India's debt to GDP ratio is approximately 70%. One might ask, what are the sources of government borrowings? The government borrows money from internal and external sources. Internal includes government securities for long-term loan and treasury bills for short-term requirements. External borrowings come from international financial institutions and it accounts for only 3% of the total borrowings. But to revive the economy from the COVID-19 crisis and improve the sentiments, increased expenditure by the government is the only option left. Increasing the expenditure means an increase in borrowings. How the RBI printed money reaches the public. RBI printed money reaches to the public through the route of government. As the government borrows money from the RBI, it spends it in the form of direct benefit transfer or any welfare schemes. It brings up to the question how much a central bank prints in a year. India has approximately 11% of its GDP as the money circulation. In a year, central bank prints or creates money as much as the nominal GDP growth in the year. Nominal GDP is defined as real GDP plus inflation. Usually, there is a myth doing rounds that the gold reserve is the constitution rule to print money. But this isn't true. RBI lends money to the government by purchasing the government securities in the secondary market in normal cases. That is, RBI purchases from the original subscriber rather than directly purchasing from the government, which is called as open market operations because Fiscal Responsibility and Budget Management Act specifically restrains the central government to borrow money directly from RBI except in the following situations: national security, act of war, national calamity, collapse of agriculture severely affected farm output, and structural reform in the economy with unanticipated fiscal implications. Only during these exceptional circumstances, RBI can directly lend money. As there are two sides to a coin, printing money also comes with problems. Otherwise, central bank could have printed unlimited money. Let me acquaint you with some. First is the inflation. In normal cases, when RBI resort to printing money, it leads to a rise in inflation as people will have more money in their pockets, leading to an increase in the demand with no change in supply. Second is higher future outgo of interest. Already, the government has an obligation to pay 7 lakh crores out of the total 30 lakh crore expenditure budget as an interest. With increase in borrowing, it will lead to higher future outgo. Third is the currency depreciation. As the scenario depicts, will the RBI has to act as a white knight for the government and assist in getting the government out from the situation. This is the RBI's balance sheet. As on 24th April 2020, notes in circulation is approximately 25 lakh crores and deposits of banks and other financial institutions with the RBI stands at 12 lakh crores. If the RBI prints money and lends it to the government in turn will spend it and transfer it in the form of direct bank transfer or salary to the employees, and it ultimately lands to the deposits of banks. In the crisis situation, the investment cycle takes time to revive and banks do not prefer to lend money. Therefore, it transfers this money to RBI as its reserve. This implies monetization of the deficit will not be an inflection point until the sentiments are improved, but it will partially assist in guiding the government out of the crisis situation. We are always taught in the first class of economics that behavioral economics plays a fundamental role in an economy. The United States, Europe, and Japan's central banks have already started printing money to bring back their economy back to life. Therefore, all are waiting to see the RBI playing its trump card and guide India to a path of revival. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you find this video informative. You can reach out to me in the comment section for any queries related to this concept. Do subscribe to my YouTube channel, FinnoWins.